Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This time we're going to get ready to open our doors to our opening ceremony.
What is skills? Here for us in Shippensburg at the Global Customer Care Center, this is the heavy equipment operation competition to find out who the top 3 high school equipment operators are in the state of Pennsylvania.
Skills is an excellent opportunity to give the students, which is our future, the skills and knowledge that they need, and to let them actually showcase their talents, which is something that is often overlooked. These young students are our future, and we have to take the time and invest in training them. And skills provides an opportunity to showcase that training, but also to expand them. And it gives them the opportunity to develop leadership skills as well as interpersonal skills.
I never really did like high school much, and I wanted to be playing high school. And I think college was for me, so I wanted to get the dirt part. And I really go on. I've always enjoyed big heavy machinery.
Yeah, as a kid growing up, I loved playing with machines and playing in the dirt and stuff, so this is kind of one of our hobbies.
Super exciting. Lots of people.
This year's competition consists of 14 stations, which coincides with 14 competitors. They're competing in a variety of hands-on skills related to equipment operation, surveying, and it's also got some educational stations that we use for the students to gain some knowledge and things that we might not have back in our own schools.
We try to set it up so that it's a learning experience for them with everything that is encountered daily on a heavy equipment operation site.
I haven't really been in a setting like this. There's a lot of big equipment, big machines, and operating all stuff is a blessing.
Yeah, I'm really excited to be here today, just participate in all the activities that they have, try all sorts of new equipment that all let us use and learn all sorts of different new skills that we can.
The special part about this is that there is such a shift for young people to better themselves, to come out into the world and be a part of society. As we all know, the people who have a trade, they have the wealth in their hands that they can work. I know for a fact that they will have something that they'll always look back on in April of 2023 and remember today, because this is something that just doesn't happen every day in your life.
Definitely being in the big exterior, haven't done anything that big, not nearly the size of that, so I'll bring it.
It's really awesome.
Thanks, Bob. That was great.
your 2024-2025 SkillsUSA Pennsylvania State Officers. Your 2024-2025 SkillsUSA Pennsylvania State Officers. Your state parliamentarian, Alana Wynn, is a cosmetology student at the North Montco CTC. Alana is being escorted by her advisor, Miss Nicole Lucas. Your Central Region Vice President, Jillian Fogelman, is a healthcare pathway student from Cumberland Perry Area Technical Center. Jillian is being escorted by her advisor, Miss Ann Burke. Your state reporter, Bryler Poteet, is an engineering student at the Dover Area High School. Bryler is being escorted by his advisor, Mr. Nolan Smith. Your Eastern Region Vice President, Kevin Picard, is a machine technology student at Bucks County Technical High School. Kevin is being escorted by his advisor, Miss Shannon Sirach. Your state treasurer, Bailey McIntyre, is a health and medical science student at Greater Altoona Career and Technology Center. Bailey is being escorted by her advisor, Miss Pam Keenowell. Your state secretary, Lillian Craney, is a veterinary science student at the Eastern Center for Arts and Technology. Lillian is being escorted by her advisor, Miss Karen McGeehan. Your Western Region Vice President, Carly Matchers, is a cosmetology student at Beaver County and Technology Center. Carly is being escorted by her advisor, Miss Lori Conti. Your state president, Jaden Sodenval, is a medical assistant student at Dauphin County Technical School. Jaden is being escorted by his advisor, Miss Beth Wagner. Please show love to the spectacular representation of Team PA, your 24-25 state officers.
The opening session of the 57th Annual SkillsUSA Pennsylvania State Leadership and Skills Conference will come to order. The thought for the day will be given by Western Region Vice President Matchers.
With the new day comes new strength and new thoughts. Eleanor Roosevelt.
The emblem is symbolic of the SkillsUSA organization. You are about to witness the emblem ceremony, in which the meaning of each component of our emblem will be given and the significance of the colors described. Parliamentarian Wynn.
The shield represents patriotism. The shield denotes our belief in democracy, liberty, and the American way of life. Bryler Poteet.
The gear represents industrial society. The gear, symbolic of industrial society, denotes the interdependence and cooperation of the individual working with labor management for the betterment of mankind. Treasurer McIntyre.
The torch represents knowledge. The flaming torch reflects the light of knowledge, which dispels the darkness of ignorance. In light of the torch, progress will be made towards the vocational goals of the individual. Secretary Craney.
The orbital circles represent technology.
The circles represent the challenge of modern technology and the training needed to accept and master new technical frontiers and the need for continuous education. Eastern Region Vice President Pickard.
The hands represent the individual. The hand portrays a search for knowledge and our desire to acquire a skill. In the process of attaining knowledge and skill, we will develop a respect for the dignity of work and become productive and responsible citizens. Central Region Vice President Fogelman.
With the affixing of the golden hands, we add the final official color of SkillsUSA. The colors of the emblem represent our organization. Red and white represent the individual states and chapters, blue represents the common union of the states and chapters, and gold represents the individual, the most important element of SkillsUSA. President Sandoval.
All the components constitute our emblem. Separately, they could be applied to many organizations, but as one unit, they represent the fundamental principles and purposes of our organization. The emblem represents SkillsUSA. We will respect the flag with the Pledge of Allegiance. Good evening, Team PA, and welcome to the 2025 SkillsUSA Pennsylvania State Leadership and Skills Conference. We are thrilled to be here with you today, and we are ready to get things started. Are you ready to ignite your potential and make this experience unforgettable?
I know I am, Jaden.
in, and you've all worked so hard to get here, and now you're standing on the edge of something big. But this conference isn't just about the competitions. Well, let's be clear, that's a huge part of it. But it's about discovering those new possibilities, pushing those boundaries, and most importantly, igniting that potential that's already in each and every one of you in this room.
Today, you're surrounded by people who understand the value of hard work, dedication, and skill. This is your moment to rise, to challenge yourself, and to see just how far your abilities can take you. It's your drive, your vision, and the skills you've been building that will spark the fire. And the best part, this is just the beginning. What you learn here, the connections you make, and the challenges you face will shape who you become as a professional. You have the power to turn potential into achievement.
And it's not just about competing for the sake of competition. It's about refining your skills and pushing yourself to be the best version. Because that's what SkillsUSA is all about. It's making yourself the best, not just in the classroom, but in the real world.
So as we dive into this conference, remember, you're not just here to participate. You're here to grow, to transform, to ignite the potential within you, and set your future ablaze.
So whether you're here to compete, network, or be a delegate, remember that this is your time to shine. Look around at the people next to you. These are the future leaders, innovators, and experts in your field. So make the most out of every moment.
The energy is here, the opportunity is here, and now it's your turn to make the most of it. Get ready to learn, to push yourself, and to show the world what you're capable of. This is your time. Let's make it count.
Welcome to the 57th Annual SkillsUSA Pennsylvania State Conference.
Ignite your potential and light up your future.
Tonight, we recognize a leader who we are fortunate to have. This leader is someone who is deeply committed to student success and the future of career and technical education. Through her dedication and vision, she has helped SkillsUSA Pennsylvania grow and thrive, empowering students to develop the skills and leadership needed for success. It is my honor to introduce the Executive Director of SkillsUSA Pennsylvania, Dodie Amid.
Good evening. How's the energy in this room? Gotta tell you, that will never get old. When I was a teacher, the first week of school, I would always have a line across the classroom chalkboard, that's how far we're going back here, and then turn to whiteboards and then eventually the Jumbotron. But it always started the first week the same way, and it said, there may be no I in team, but there is a we in teamwork. Every single time, every single year, in 26 years, there was always that one student that'd be like, Miss Me, the we is backwards. I knew that's a kid that I liked. What I've witnessed in this position is that every single day I get to feel that we, I witness that we, and it's a privilege to work with the we in this room. Tonight we have some incredible awards to give out that are going to honor the we. I would love to say thank you to so many people, but you always run the risk of forgetting somebody. So I will say thank you to the we in this room. Let's continue the legacy of Team PA and keep growing stronger. How have we done that in the past year has been nothing short of a miracle. I've been in tears, I've been up, I've been down, sideways, and every single time that I thought I was going to fall, there was a we to pick me up. You know who you are. If I start talking about you, I become emotional, and we don't need that. I'm an ugly crier. So what I'm going to say is that if you were part of hospitality team, if you were part of the lodge team, if you were one of the organizations that partner with us and say, we believe in what you're doing and help us do the things, the extra things that make a difference for the competitors, I thank you. We could not do it without you. I do have to recognize the hospitality team. We decided this year it was time, but the decision was actually made 3 years ago when I took on this role. And it took us this far to work it out. So I'm going to ask for support, understanding, patience, and courtesy as we hope and pray that it's Friday and that we go, okay, it worked. Busing's gonna be interesting because we got a 56-passenger bus for 55 people. And those are the things you don't think about that we've been losing sleep over. But the coolest part of all was when the pictures came in yesterday and they were ahead of schedule, and I got to see this vision of Team PA to where cake decorating, culinary, baking and pastry, and restaurant service are going to be in an arena. And not only are they an arena that models nationals, you get to go watch for the first time in my experience, but definitely in the past 14 years. We were honored to have Lebanon County School take on this role, and it's not an easy task, but it was time to move out of the classroom and move into arena. So if you're in hospitality, scream real loud. Come on, your cake just came out perfect. Scream real loud. I hope you have a great time tomorrow. I hope that you enjoyed seeing what we put together for you today. In order to grow, we keep adding chapters. So the chapters that we've added this year were 4 more that said, I want to try this thing you call SkillsUSA. They went from it being SkillsUSA, 2 words, which we say, no space, 1 word, to being here with us tonight. I would like somebody from District 3 who is just growing in leaps and bounds, but somebody from George Washington, could you come forward to accept your award? Are they in here? Yeah, give them a round of applause. The other 4 schools that we've added, there you are, come on up, get your award. The other 3 schools that we added are the School of the Future, Girard High School, and Union City Area High School. And their hope and our hope, yeah, go ahead, give them a round of applause. Our hope is that we get to see them here to accept their award next year. So congratulations. I see somebody coming from George Washington. This is your charter. You can put it in a frame and hang it on the wall with pride, or it can go in a file cabinet. How many are in a file cabinet somewhere? Congratulations. The behind the scenes, the people that are working tirelessly for you is our Pennsylvania SkillsUSA Board of Directors. You may know who they are, you may not know who they are, but what I will tell you is they know who you are. This year we have 3 board members leaving. And I can tell you, our Tuesday night board meeting was more laughs and giggles, along with hard work, than there was anger or disappointment or disagreements. We have really learned to bond as a team, to grow as a team, and take the great initiative to make you, the students, the #1 priority. So every decision we make, we have you in mind. But tonight, we honor 3 incredible people, 1 from the East, 1 from the Central region, and 1 from the Western region. So please, would you welcome the woman that jumped out of the plane in the video because the Army said that she could, Miss Nicole Lucas from the East. Miss Nicole Lucas from the East. There she is. Also leaving our board of directors is Miss Ann Burke from Central Region. Ann has been a region advisor, on again, off again, for many, many years, and she has served the last 2 years as our chairperson. We are honored to have her. She is tireless. She says yes to way too many things, and then she is creative in the way that she does it better than you even asked her to do. Please honor Miss Ann Burke. And more than jumping out planes, I should say that Miss Nicole Lucas, she is the best source of laughter. She can make me giggle like a 2-year-old with a puppy because, and if you know Nicole, there's more to her than jumping out of airplanes. She is absolutely incredible on our team, and I'm not sure what we're going to do without these people, so we'll find out. So last but certainly not least, she is leaving the board as a region advisor, but she is going to stick around, and she is right now our chair-elect, and next year she moves into the position as our new chairman. And I've known this lady for a long, long time, and I can't imagine not working with her. So I am thrilled that even though she's leaving the board, she's moving into a new position. Miss Betsy Zelina. I thank you all, I love you all, and I hope this isn't a final ending or a goodbye. It's just another beginning in a new direction. Thank you. The Administrator of the Year. This is a new award. This is only the second time we've given it out. And it's a difficult one because any administrator that shows up here for their students, to me, deserves a plaque on the wall. But we have the tough decision of selecting one. This year, it was another tough decision. But here's what made the difference. When an administrator calls you and says, will you come to my school and talk to my students, share more information about this organization and let me know what we can do to be better, that says something to me. And then you start to read what the students, what the administrators that they work with start to talk about, or how they talk about this person and their character, and you say, this isn't just a person that has impressed me, this is a person that is impressing the students and the teachers and everybody else in their school. A couple versions of the application and words that were used to describe him were this. He has a vision for the future of SkillsUSA within our school. Passion, extraordinary, big word, leadership, has achieved remarkable milestones, has a tireless effort to promote the organization's values and missions. He even called me one time to ask me what the colors were and make sure he had them right so that he could decorate the window for the SkillsUSA office. This is an administrator. It is my extreme pleasure to give the Advisor of the Year award this year to Dr. Jason Hicks. Jason, thank you. It's been a pleasure watching what you're doing. Your school is thrilled with what you're doing, and we are honored to have you part of Team PA. Dr. Hicks said if he would have known this, he would have worn a red suit. Thank you. The last award is one of the hardest awards for me to get through without turning into a big pile of mush. This award, we started this will be year 3 for this, and it is called our Hall of Fame Award. Last year, we presented this award to 3 amazing, influential men in SkillsUSA, Pennsylvania that worked tirelessly for this organization. So I thought it was particularly fitting that we honor 3 incredible, tireless, hard-working women that have worked for SkillsUSA Pennsylvania. I'm going to tell you who these women are. I'm not going to make eye contact with them, but I'm going to tell you that I would not be the person I am today in this role or personally without the influence and guidance that they've provided for me for over 35 years. The first recipient is Miss Barb Weibel. Please show her your love. The second recipient is Miss Esther Grana. Please show her your love. And finally, a name that needs no, or a woman that needs no name because you know who she is. And you see her coming, you see her going, and she's always working. She's somebody that everybody goes to for advice on where to go, what to do, and how to do it. And I've been taking advantage of that for over 30 years when she was my state officer advisor. I love reminding her of that and how many years have passed. Please give a warm welcome and a congratulatory hurrah to Miss Roberta Johnston. This incredible dream team of women have built me, and every time somebody says that, they say, we don't want credit for that. Ms. Weibel, Barb, Chef Barbie, what she has done for me started at the local level where we work side by side as advisors at the Greater Altoona CTC. And I learned organizational skills, I learned how to laugh, I learned how to make mistakes and own them, and I learned how to rely on people to tell you when you're making mistakes and own them, and I value that from her. She's a straight shooter with me, and I can't look at you. I cannot imagine life without her. At the district level, when District 7, someone said, okay, it's your baby now, take this team, and this team of us created something incredible because Esther Grana said, you can do it, and then she showed us the path to, and then this is what's beautiful about this woman, and learn this, if you are a leader, then stand back and let them lead, and that's what she does. I can't stop looking at me. I love this woman. She is my moral compass. Roberta, I love you. I am thrilled to see, thank you. What you have done with the state officer team, the experiences you have created, and the bonds that have turned teammates into family has been incredible to watch and be a part of. I'm honored to call you friend. I'm honored to curse your name some mornings when you call at 6 a.m. because you had an idea. But more importantly, I'm honored to call you family. I love you, ladies. Congratulations. You are now part of our Hall of Fame.
This year's SkillsUSA Pennsylvania Partner of the Year made an impact throughout our state for many years. Pennsylvania College of Technology is a national leader in applied technology education with a strong focus on meeting the workforce's demand for highly skilled graduates in essential career fields. They truly believe that our SkillsUSA mission and aspirations align seamlessly with their educational mission and model. They feel that their hands-on approach to learning and leading closely mirrors that of SkillsUSA. Penn College partnered with SkillsUSA, formerly VICA, in 1978 when Mr. Ed Rodermull founded the chapter and served as an advisor until his retirement in 2012. It was then that Mr. James Colton, a former student and SkillsUSA national winner, took over as the PCT advisor. Thanks to Mr. Colton's leadership and the generous support of the Penn College administration, they host District 6 competitions and more recently, the state welding, fabrication, and welding competitions. Countless former SkillsUSA Pennsylvania students have benefited from the scholarships that are given annually to every medalist. Over the past 3 years, they have awarded nearly $165,000 in scholarships for our students to continue their education at Penn College. It has been our privilege to partner with them since the 1900s, and we are excited to announce the 2025 SkillsUSA Pennsylvania Partner of the Year Award goes to Pennsylvania College of Technology. Coming forward to accept the award is Mike Reed, Penn College President, James Colton, Assistant Professor of Welding, SkillsUSA Advisor, and State Chair of Welding Sculpture and Welding Fabrication. Brad Webb, Dean of Engineering Technologies, and Mr. Ed Verdermel, retired faculty member and past SkillsUSA Advisor and founder of Penn College SkillsUSA chapter.
Good evening, everyone. Good evening, everyone. Yeah. Thank you, SkillsUSA. My name is Mike Reed, President of Penn College, and I'm proud to accept the 2025 Partner of the Year Award. However, this award should be received by our amazing faculty and staff who invest significant time and expertise so that students can effectively compete and have forged an incredible and long-lasting partnership with you. For those unfamiliar, we are a fast-growing national leader in applied technologies where students can earn certificates through master's degrees in relevant, high-demand career fields. Thanks to our over 3,000 industry partners, an amazing team, and incredible facilities, we proudly boast a nearly 98% placement rate. U.S. News & World Reports ranks us #1 most innovative school in regional colleges north for a second year in a row. And Georgetown University ranks us top 5 in return on investment among other public institutions in Pennsylvania. It's great to see applied technologies are receiving the accolades it deserves. I suspect everyone in this room understands both the needs and the opportunities to advance in the technical education space. And we are proud to play a role in these efforts, assisting students financially and hosting SkillsUSA's competition. You know, standing here, working in this field, looking out over you, gives me tremendous hope in our future. And thank you again. Keep up the incredible work, and best of luck to all who advance to the national competition. Thank you, everyone.
This retired educator from Dauphin County Technical School had a distinguished career in VICA and SkillsUSA. She was both a state and national officer, and she later became the lead SkillsUSA advisor at DCTS. Please welcome our state officer candidate leader to announce the Chapter of Excellence Awards, Ms. Lori Ribbons.
Good evening. It's so good to be here. Every year I look forward to coming, and this is the second year that I've done this particular award. And I have to tell you, the applications this year, you guys really stepped it up. So I went over the applications and I was just real happy with them. And we've got a number of schools of excellence, clubs of excellence. So I'm thrilled to announce the winners of the SkillsUSA Chapter of Excellence Awards for Pennsylvania. These outstanding chapters have set a bar high with their dedication to leadership, skill development, and community involvement. The Chapter of Excellence Award recognizes chapters that exemplify the organization's core values. So for those of you who haven't applied yet, listen up, because I'm going to tell you what these awards are. These chapters serve as models for others, demonstrating exceptional practices in chapter office development, member recruitment and engagement, active participation in competitions, meaningful community service projects, strong industry partnerships, and many other activities that they do during the year. So I'm sure that many of your chapters do these same things, and we look forward to maybe you applying next year. The state team is incredibly proud of all the chapters that did participate this year. All of them met the qualifications of the Chapter of Excellence at various levels. The following chapters have earned those prestigious SkillsUSA titles: So the schools that have received the chapters of excellence is Cumberland Perry, AVTS. Could you come up? Chapter of Excellence, Erie County Technical School. Chapter of Excellence goes to Greater Altoona. So the Chapter of Excellence, there's the level of Chapter of Excellence, and then there's the bronze level, and there's the silver level, and then there's a gold level. And you apply for those particular levels. So we have a bronze level recipient this year, and that's North Monco Technical Career Center. Anyone from North Monco? Okay. The quality chapter at the silver level, we have some recipients of that. Dover Area High School. Another recipient of the silver level is Eastern Center for Arts and Technology. And the third recipient of a silver level is Mon Valley CTC. This year we have some gold level recipients, which we didn't have last year, and it gave me a big job to really go over these and to judge them and using the rubric. And I have to tell you, like I said before, there were some really great applications. There are two that received this gold level, and number one is Bethlehem AVTS. And our last gold recipient is Dauphin County Technical School. I just want to thank all the clubs that entered, and it was a delight going over the applications, and I'm hoping that some of your chapters decide to apply for next year. Thank you.
A retired culinary instructor from Greater Altoona CTC began her SkillsUSA journey when we were VICA. She continues serving our Redcoats as a partnership leader and a board member of the SkillsUSA Pennsylvania Youth Foundation. Please help me welcome to the stage a woman with more than 75 Barbie dolls, over 150 cookbooks, and more teapots than you can imagine, Mrs. Barb Weibel.
Also joining Mrs. Weibel to present the Outstanding Advisor and Student of the Year Award is a SkillsUSA legend with over 45 years of experience. She serves on the Youth Foundation Board, shaping the next generation of leaders. When she's not inspiring others, she can be found with her Australian Labradoodle, Bronx, spreading positive vibes at the Harrisburg Airport. And if that wasn't impressive enough, she also runs her own woodworking business, proving that you can truly carve your own path. Ladies and gentlemen, please help me in welcoming to the stage, Miss Mary Bokiko.
Good evening. We are, as a foundation, honored to recognize Rex Wright, who was one of the original founders of the SkillsUSA Pennsylvania Youth Foundation. So we're honored to continue his legacy to be from the heart with these Rex Wright scholarships. This year, our recipients are from Monroe Career and Technical Institute, Nayla Joseph. And from A.W. Beatty, we have 3. Morgan McCloskey, Cassidy Off, and Zachary Yorkovich. Congratulations to all the recipients.
Good evening, SkillsUSA PA. It's my honor to be with you this evening to present the Advisor of the Year and Student of the Year for 2025. First, Advisor of the Year. Our recipient this year has been involved with the organization as a SkillsUSA Advisor for over 23 years. They've made contributions at many different levels to serve as a driving force to students to reach their full potential, not only in SkillsUSA, but as they carry on in their journey into their futures. Here are some comments from their application packet. From their administrator, this advisor has dedication, exceptional leadership, and selfless commitment to our students. Their ability to foster an environment of growth, motivation, and achievement has made an immeasurable impact at our school and with our club. They are a champion for student success who consistently goes the extra mile with relentless commitment. From a peer, they are a mentor to students and advisors. They put the needs of students first and foremost. They've consistently been a leadership team member and never hesitate to volunteer. Their experience as an advisor is unparalleled. They are always there, uplifting spirits and inspiring others to keep going. They are most definitely a SkillsUSA cheerleader. And from a current student, and there goes the gavel. Anyway, grab that, guys. All right, gavel down. All right, back to the thing here. From a current student, let's put it that way. My advisor is an amazing contributor and true advocate for SkillsUSA. Through their dedication, they motivate students and help them grow professionally. They have always encouraged and pushed me to be an active member to our local club and the state organization. They are a leader, dedicated teacher, and wonderful candidate for Advisor of the Year. Please join me in congratulating our 2025 PA Skills Advisor of the Year from Dauphin County Technical School, Beth Wagner. All right. Now, for Student of the Year. And I don't know about all of you, but when you look around this room and you see all these CTE kids, it's a lot of pride that comes over you. And every year when we read the Student of the Year applications, it just makes us all so much pride, so much pride. So keep doing what you're doing, guys, and keep reaching further and further to succeed and further on your journey. Just go for it. All right, here we go. Here's a few highlights from their application package. SkillsUSA has given me the knowledge and self-assurance to carry me into the workforce. Being an officer has given me an opportunity to engage with my community and build my leadership skills for the future. Letters of recommendation included comments such as, they are a dedicated leader, learner, and innovator who has earned respect from their peers. They are also a gifted storyteller. Their initiative, creativity, and professionalism is unparalleled. They are a standout student who is skilled, trustworthy, knowledgeable, and a shining example of the principles and values of SkillsUSA. This student has served as a local officer for their club, been a district and state competitor for 2 years. They are an NHS and NTHS member, and they are also a 2025 U.S. Presidential CTE Scholar nominee and MBIT Student Ambassador. Please join me in congratulating our 2025 PA Skills Student of the Year from Middle Bucks Institute of Technology, Kaya Crowley. Longest walk from the back of the room, right? We could have played walk-up music for you. Look, see, ask and it happens.
Good evening, everyone. It's my pleasure to introduce two outstanding individuals who have dedicated so much to the success of Team PA and the future of our students. One teaches advertising design and the other building construction at A.W. Beatty Career Center. Their love for SkillsUSA and each other began in the 90s and has continued while both serving on the board of directors and countless committees. His advice to students is never be afraid to try something new. Remember, amateurs built the Ark, professionals built the Titanic. Please join me in welcoming John and Heather Brown to the stage.
Good evening. Whether you started in VICA, SkillsUSA VICA, or SkillsUSA, pins and pin trading are a time-honored tradition. Throughout this year, students from across Pennsylvania submitted designs for both the SkillsUSA State Trading Pin and the SkillsUSA Volvo Construction Equipment Trading Pin. The designs were narrowed down to the top 3 by our board of directors. Then those designs were put to vote to the public via SkillsUSA Pennsylvania social media accounts. Everyone is extremely proud of these students' hard work, not only in their designs, but also working with the trademark and branding departments of their respective companies. On behalf of all of SkillsUSA Pennsylvania, Mrs. Brown and I are proud to announce this year's 2 pin design winners. Volvo Construction Equipment, based right here in Pennsylvania, is a gold level sponsor of SkillsUSA Pennsylvania. We are so proud to have them support our organization and are thrilled to have collaborated with them again on this year's Pennsylvania Partner Trading Pin. The winning student who created the 2025 SkillsUSA Pennsylvania Volvo Construction Equipment Pin is from Parkway West CTC, Felix Gates. The 2025 SkillsUSA Pennsylvania State Trading Pin, the PEEP, will be what you get to trade at our national conference this June. This pin, along with the Volvo pin, represents our state in an incredible way, and both are going to be very popular pins to trade in this summer in Atlanta. The winning student who created this year's official SkillsUSA Pennsylvania State Trading Pin is from A.W. Beatty Career Center, Morgan McCloskey.
This next individual went back to her roots at Franklin County CTC to teach young adults the world of welding. Involved in Team PA for the past 12 years, this former state president is an outdoor enthusiast. On behalf of the alumni, she'll be presenting the first Pennsylvania Legacy Award. Please join me in giving a warm welcome to Mrs. Caitlin O'Donnell.
Good evening, everyone. It's a great honor to introduce a truly dedicated leader, mentor, and advocate of SkillsUSA. His journey with SkillsUSA, formerly known as VICA, began with his passion for providing students with every opportunity to grow and succeed. While his first exposure to the organization came in 1989 at A.W. Beatty, it wasn't until 1996 that he officially became an advisor. From that point forward, his commitment never wavered. He served as an advisor until his retirement in 2012, shaping countless students' futures along the way. Beyond his role as an advisor, he has been a fundamental part of the SkillsUSA family, serving on the board and working closely with the fellow Western Region board members to organize leadership conferences, present workshops, and train conferences for officers. He has attended both state and national conferences and continues to give back, assisting with the Western Region Leadership Conference, training officers, and judging district competitions. His belief in SkillsUSA and its mission is unwavering. He sees it as a way to expose students to experiences that will shape them into professionals and well-rounded individuals. He was asked what his favorite memory of SkillsUSA was. He couldn't name just one, but instead reflected that the people that he's met, the students, the advisors, the supporters who have made his journey so meaningful. His impact on this organization is evident in the lives he has touched, the knowledge he has shared, and the legacy he continues to build. Outside of SkillsUSA, he still enjoys working in the carpentry industry, finding purpose and joy in his craft. He also enjoys golfing, cycling, and spending time in his home in Florida. But perhaps his greatest joy comes from his 4 grandchildren, 2 boys and 2 girls. He has passionately says, own him. Your dedication, passion, and service to SkillsUSA paved the way for you to be the obvious choice and deserve this recognition. It is my absolute privilege to congratulate you as the first ever recipient of the SkillsUSA Pennsylvania Legacy Award. Please join me in welcoming John Debus.
The word legacy has many definitions. A legacy may come from one's character, reputation, and the life you lead, setting an example for others in guiding their futures. Wow. If this is what PA SkillsUSA thinks of me, I'm overwhelmed. I'm honored, I'm in shock. Thank you, PA SkillsUSA, for this award. And thank you also to Jerry Tilka, Jerry Longwell, and Jerry Witterson, who encouraged me to continue to be part of SkillsUSA. And a special thanks to my brother and sister and their spouses, Mick, Dale, Debbie, and Rich, for coming out here and being with me tonight. I've been told I deserve this award for all the work I do for SkillsUSA. As most advisors will tell you, we don't do this for rewards. We do this because we care and want to see our students growing and succeeding. We do this because we enjoy it. I know I do. I've worked with many advisors and students throughout the years. I've known students become teachers, advisors, and even retire. God, I'm old. How lucky am I? Names and faces fade, but I'll always know the feeling of watching them grow. The individual, the most important element of SkillsUSA. That's you guys. As I look out at the sea of red, I can tell from the glazed look in your eyes, you're wondering, is this guy almost done talking? Close. I know you advisors still have work to do before tomorrow, prepping, calming students, checking lists, checking schedules, and on and on and on. Competitors, you want to prepare yourself, relax, and maybe review for your competition. I don't think I have to say good luck, because you have the training, talent, and skills to succeed. Maybe a little luck will help, but you got this. I know it's hard, but try and relax and enjoy this experience. So in closing, I want to repeat how honored I am and how privileged to be part of Pennsylvania SkillsUSA. Thank you all, and hopefully you'll allow me to continue to be part of SkillsUSA. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is my pleasure to introduce a distinguished individual who has dedicated her career to empowering others through effective communication and positivity. As an associate professor of communications at Hacks York campus, she inspires students to embrace their unique talents and become confident communicators. She traveled the world with the International Education Exchange Program, Up With People. She has a diverse background in motivational speaking, sales, marketing, business, and commercial real estate. With a desire to empower a global community through transformational workshops, she established Women's Touch International. Known as the fairy godmother of light, she helps individuals radiate confidence from the inside out. Beyond her professional endeavors, she enjoys writing, singing, traveling, and all things Disney. But most importantly, she cherishes time with her husband Steve and daughters Sierra and Taylor. Her goal tonight is to encourage each of you to believe in this year's theme, Ignite Your Potential. Please join me in welcoming Jody Newcomer as she shows us how it is your time to shine.
Good evening, everybody. How many of you are excited to be here tonight? Woo! Let's be honest. How many of you are excited about the competition tomorrow? Woo! How many of you are a little nervous? Well, it's my goal to inspire you tonight and remind you that it's your time to shine. So as the fairy godmother of light, I have a catchphrase that I use, and I teach people how to catch the light, be the light, and pass the light on. Can we cue the, there we go, thank you. I needed the PowerPoint there for you. So what do I mean by light? Light is that energy that you have within you. You all have this source of light, this energy, this positivity. It's your strengths, it's your skill set. So let's focus on catching that light first. So in order to catch the light, you have to think about finding your success. So what is that formula for success? Now, if they gave me more time, I could speak all night, and I would teach you how to decode a message. But the formula for success really deals with hard work and knowledge. So if you were to decode this message, and you match the numbers with the letters, you would get percentages. So I'm gonna cheat a little bit and give you the answers for this. So if you were to spend some time, and you learned a little something, so if you spent time studying for an exam, how many of you would be pretty happy if you got a 96 on that test? It'd be worth the effort, correct? How many of you have been taught to work hard? If we work hard, all of you sitting here tonight, if we work hard, we are gonna be successful, correct? So how many of you, if you worked really hard on a project and you got a 98%, how many of you would be excited? Right? Woo! It's worth the effort, isn't it? That's your formula for success. That's how we catch the light. But what really puts us to the top is having the right attitude, because attitude gives us 100%. Think about it. When we have the right attitude, we have energy, correct? And so we have that excitement to do something. How many of you have ever woken up on the wrong side of the bed and you kind of had a bad day, right? And things go from bad to worse, doesn't it? So yeah, thank you for raising your hand. One person, okay. Now, how many of you have ever woken up and you had a really good attitude and you were really excited? How many of you had a really good day, right? That's when you leave your house, you have time to go to Starbucks, and all of a sudden you go to pay for your coffee, and the person in front of you pays for your coffee, and then when you get to school and you're carrying all your stuff, you notice that somebody holds the door open for you. It's a good day. Then you get to class and you found out that you had a 98% on your project. It's a fantastic day. So life is all about having the right attitude. How many of you agree with that? Excellent, excellent. All right, now, not only is it about having the right attitude, but it's also about having the right mindset. So I'd like you to tell me, what do you see in these letters? So what does that say to you? I heard somebody say, how many of you saw opportunity is nowhere? Right, you saw that? How many of you are kind of like, if you start a new day on a job and somebody tells you opportunity is nowhere, how many of you would be excited to say, yay, I made the best life decision? Right? So when people look at things as opportunity is nowhere, they're the pessimists. And they look at the world as the glass is half empty. You don't want to be the people where the glass is half empty, do you? How many of you prefer this message? Woo! Opportunity is now here. So if you look at it as opportunity is nowhere, you're the Eeyore of the world, correct? But if you look at it as opportunity is now here, be the Tigger. So the glass is half full, but you're beyond opportunists, aren't you? You are successful people. So successful people will actually look at the glass and it's always full because it has half water and half air. So you have to think about life as being a completely full glass. So that's how we catch the light. Catching the light is about having that positive energy, that positive mindset. Now, once we catch the light, then we have to be the light. So I need to teach you a very important word tonight. And life is all about the power of the F word. And of course, that F word is focus. So that being the light is finding that confidence that you have. And having that confidence, it's that energy that you have inside. It's that light that you have. So I want you all to think of yourselves as a plant right now. And in order to have a plant grow, it needs sunlight, correct? So it needs that positivity. So I need all of you to focus on your confidence. And then when you focus on your confidence, absorb that positivity, listen to the compliments. If somebody is speaking negatively to you, I want you to put those noise-canceling headphones on. I don't want you to listen to the negatives, right? I want you to hear like Charlie Brown's teacher, wah, 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 wah. So let's teach you how important having focus is and focusing on your confidence is. So before this started tonight, I asked a wonderful volunteer to come up and help me. So Jalen, right? So let's have a round of applause for Jalen. So Jalen, I'd like you to stand right here for me, please. Now, when I ask the Okay, so Jalen's going to be our wonderful volunteer. Now, how many of you, when you are sitting in a class, you are actually trying to focus and pay attention and learn something in that class? I hope I see all the hands up. Your advisors are here tonight. Everybody needs to raise their hands, right? So think about this. We're in class, we're trying to learn something and focus, but how many of you, your mind starts to wander a little bit and you're also worried about something in your other class? So the big math test that you have, the biology project that you have. Okay, thank you. So how many of you do this? You're trying to focus on learning something in that class. You're thinking about your other class. How many of you actually have jobs as well? So outside of school. So how many of you are worried about what's happening at work? Okay. All right, now how many of you, you're trying to focus and learn something in that class, you're worried about your other class, you're thinking about work, and how many of you are concerned about things that are happening within your families? Oh good, you're worried about your families, that's good. I love Disney, of course I had to throw Disney in there, correct? I am the fairy godmother. How are you feeling?
This is a lot.
It's a lot, isn't it? So let's do one more. So how many of you, you're trying to pay attention and focus in that class, you're thinking about your other class, you're thinking about work, you're thinking about your family, and how many of you are concerned about your friends? Oh good, you like your friends, that's good to see. So how does she look right now? Beautiful, right? That's a lot. You said it's very heavy, correct?
This is very heavy.
This is what we do to ourselves when we don't focus. We've been taught to multitask, correct? How many of you have been taught to multitask? So we have to remember to stop multitasking, because if we're focusing our attention on this class and that class and work and family and friends, 100% of our confidence, 100% of our energy, 100% of our focus has to be divided then, correct? And we don't do as well. Can you please take all the hats off except for one? Okay, how does she look right now? A lot better, correct? How do you feel right now?
A lot lighter.
A lot lighter. This is what we need to do. We need to focus one thing at a time. So tomorrow in that competition, I want you to focus on doing the best job that you can. You can be the light tomorrow. Thank you so much for being our volunteer. I appreciate that. Now, going along with that, keep in mind that negative thoughts physically weaken our bodies. How many of you have ever heard the expression, if you think you can or you think you can't, you're absolutely right? So if I wave my magic wand, we are all on a relay team together. And if we were on that relay team together, and you have dreams that you are passing the baton and you are dropping that baton, what do you think is going to happen race day? We're going to drop the baton and we're going to ruin things for our team, correct? But if you have the positive thoughts, if you have that positive confidence in yourself, and you envision passing that baton and doing a perfect baton pass, You know what's gonna happen race day? You're gonna do a perfect baton pass and you're gonna win. So focus on your confidence tonight. When you go to bed tonight, I want you to dream about being a winner, because you are winners. That's how we be the light. And so if ever you feel like your light is a little dim, then you can increase things in your positivity. I am happy, I am healthy, I am a winner. That's how we be the light. And then finally, we have to pass that light on, because that's self-confidence and everything. Think about it, that's your superpower, correct? I want you to be confident and be proud of who you are. Be yourself. And then we have to learn how to pass that light on. So take that confidence and pass it outward. So tomorrow, you get to share your skill set with other people. So when we pass that light on, we radiate that confidence from the inside out and we put it outward. So you're gonna share your skill set with others tomorrow. That's illuminating your strengths. If you want to illuminate your happiness, then smile, right? So let's smile. We can pass that on, correct? If you want to illustrate love and gratitude, hug somebody. It's all about passing things on and creating a living legacy. It's that positive ripple effect in the world. So ladies and gentlemen, how many of you have a cell phone? Can you please hold your cell phone up for a moment? And I want you to put your light on and shine it down by your feet for just a second. Okay? Look at how many people have a cell phone. So when I tell you to put the phone up, we'll put the phone up, but just give me a moment. So the formula for success is catching the light and finding that positive attitude, being the light and focusing on your confidence. And then it's passing the light on, and it's radiating that confidence from the inside out. So go ahead and hold up your phones, ladies and gentlemen. Keep in mind, it is your time to shine, and it is our time to ignite our potential together. Congratulations. Good luck tomorrow. Woo! Thank you so much. I'm so honored to be here and be your fairy godmother of light. Good luck tomorrow.
Thank you, Jody, for those words of wisdom and encouragement, and for enlightening our members about a very important aspect of life. Now please accept this Team PA t-shirt as a token of our gratitude for being with us here tonight.
Please listen carefully to the following announcements. Headquarters is in the lobby across from the Aztec Dining Hall. Name badges must be worn at all times. They must be visible and worn at chest height. You may not wear them around your waist. Please make sure your liability form and emergency card are filled out and inserted into your name badge.
Students may only occupy the room they are assigned. You may not enter rooms occupied by different schools unless you are registered to that room. The Cocoa Beanery will be open until 10 p.m. tonight. The pool will be open until 10 p.m. tonight only. An advisor must be present with their students at the pool. Appropriate clothing and shoes must be worn when going to and from the pool. Make sure to take your name badges with you. No diving. Understand you will be removed for inappropriate behavior. Curfew is 11:15 p.m. each night.
The weight room equipment is off limits to all students. This is a smoke-free facility. There will be no smoking of any kind at this conference. This includes electronic devices and vaping. Chewing tobacco is not allowed. When in casual attire, appropriate clothing and footwear are required. Please refer to the programs. Advisors, please review the dress code with your students. Hats should not be worn inside the hotels.
For the award ceremony, all students must be in SkillsUSA official attire, competition attire, or business attire. If not properly dressed, you will not be permitted on stage to receive your award. Our black Carhartt jacket, the official red blazer, and the new red jacket may only be worn with proper SkillsUSA attire. Ties must be black and without pattern. Hats are not acceptable with any attire beyond the competition area. Advisors, please go over the program with your students and make sure they know where to be at all times. Be courteous and respectful to the Hershey Lodge staff and each other. Hello, please, and thank you are simple acts of kindness that represent the uniform you are wearing today. I now declare the opening session of the 57th Annual SkillsUSA Pennsylvania State Leadership and Skills Conference recessed.